Today we're going to be adding some central heating leak sealer as we've got a leak what's proving very difficult to pin down, but we have a boiler that's losing a little pressure. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate the radiator by turning the TRV off, and at the other end too I'm going to need to isolate that and just count the number of turns on this end, because it's part of the balancing and we don't want to disturb that. We want to keep it the same. So I've counted that one up to be 1 full turn. Bearing in mind we are putting 500 millilitres of this leak sealer in, we need to take 500 millilitres of water out of the system, and I quite like to use these foil trays as you can distort them to fit, and I use them in conjunction with an oven tray, and I usually have 2 on the go, so when one fills up I can quickly swap it out, and with this tray catching the residual water. So I've got our adjustable spanner and we're just going to secure the pipe with the swan necks while we move it in an upwards direction to cause a little dribble. So we're going to let that run a bit, and then we're going to take out approximately 500 ml. You will reach a stage where the flow stops, so just take a radiator bleed key and let a little bit of air in. After taking a sufficient quantity of water out, just nip up the nut snugly. So now we're going to need somewhere to put the leak sealer in. Now this is quite an old radiator and it's just got a 3/8 drive square taper in it, which is quite handy because they make a socket to that very dimension. You may need to take the side of your radiator off and use a spanner, as you may see a nut at this stage. But this just unscrews. The next stage is a bit of a three-handed job. We've got an old funnel here which I have cleaned on the inside, it's a bit dirty on the outside, but excuse that, into a section of hose pipe, and we just put that in the end of the radiator, and it does actually go in enough to make it secure, so that's good. I don't have to hold it in whilst pouring. Always keep your funnel higher than your radiator when pouring. After reading the instructions fully, shake the bottle and pour in. If you want to get the most out of the bottle, just add a little water and slosh round and pour that in too. Withdraw the hose pipe and screw up tightly the stop end. Repressurise the boiler, if a combi boiler, and bleed the radiator. Reset the balancing, in this case 1 turn, and turn on the central heating system. Hopefully that will seal the leak. Many thanks for watching, and why not subscribe to learn of more low cost repair solutions.